in history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global with the final press conference here for Dillian Whyte's fight with Lucas Browne this Saturday night live on Sky Sports. I'm joined by Lucas Browne. How are you, Lucas? All right?
Very good, mate. Very good. Always pleased to see you.
Thank you very much. Likewise. Yeah, well, there was no...
It was a bit boring, wasn't
there's
it?
no beef. There's no beef today.
I honestly
quite sensible.
think the beef has already been sort of put out there. I think everyone knows the beef. I think we're both appreciative of the beef, but it doesn't have to be said anymore. I think that's where it's at, yeah.
Yeah, I think in the initial press conference, everything was kind of said.
That's right.
There and then.
I truly believe so.
Yeah.
And then you had the gloves off, which was that, like we filmed it the same day, but that's been on since. So I think everything has been sort of touched on. Anything to say today would just be more just bullshit and just say something for the sake of it, sort of thing. So I think we're both at a good place. I think mentally we're both ready to go. So it's going to be a great fight.
How do you see the opening of this fight going? Could we expect maybe the first couple of rounds to be cagey while you two are trying to work each other out?
I think the opening is going to have Bruce Buffer calling me out, which is great. So that's a great opening. In all honesty, I don't know, man. I think it's going to be like I've got an inch height on him, but he's got an inch reach. So it's pretty even if you want to look at it that way, you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be who determines and establishes their jab first. Bit of range and stuff like that, and then it'll be sort of fireworks. So I'm guessing, this is just me guessing, but 1 or 2 rounds of sort of feeling each other out, so to speak. We do have 12, you know what I mean? So there's plenty of time to sort of go in with it. But I think 1 or 2 rounds to sort of feel each other out, and then once one of us, either of us, lands the clean shots, it's going to start from there.
Is it going to be a case of you kind of maybe being patient in there Saturday night for your right moment to detonate one of your...
In all honesty,
left or right?
I could go in like an absolute lunatic and belt him out within 1 round. It would be completely and utterly like ridiculous the way I do it, but I could do that. And I don't think anyone on the planet could actually stand my power if I just went out and went nuts. But if by some chance he did, I've got 11 more rounds to go. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of having a 12-round fight. You can pick and choose when you want to sort of put on the gas and not, all that sort of stuff. So I've got plenty of time. I've time on my hands for the whole time. So it's good.
A lot has been talked about the power you possess and will possess in the ring on Saturday night.
Yeah.
How do you assess that of Dillian Whyte, the power?
Power-wise?
Yeah.
I've been told by many people that it doesn't have too much. But it's a heavyweight division, man, so everyone has power. But they're also 10-ounce gloves and all that sort of stuff as well. So you can't not say he doesn't have power, you know what I mean? I don't think his power is as much as mine, so that's a good thing on my part. I've got a great chin, so from that point of view, I'm not worried, so to speak. But if I do get clipped, you get clipped, you know what I mean? So anything could happen, teeth and cut or whatever, all sorts of things have happened in the past. So, it's going to be interesting.
His sole defeat has been to Anthony Joshua, but in the fight, it was quite widely thought of that Dillian gave Joshua problems in that fight. Yep. So what did you take from that fight?
In all honesty, the problems that he gave him was with his left hook. Now, I don't see too much in the right hand of Dillian Whyte. I see it in the left hook. So one of my major concerns is his work rate and his left hook. That's my major concern. Obviously, he's a boxer after that, and I'll be watching everything else as well. But my 2 major concerns straight off the bat is work rate and left hook.
Okay. 2 days before the fight, has your opinion about Dillian Whyte as a person, has that altered in the last few weeks or not?
We have a person in Australia who's a boxer and a big dickhead also. Now, his name is Anthony Mundine. Now, you talk to people who speak to Anthony Mundine away from cameras, at home, whatever it may be, and he's an absolute legend of a bloke. I've never met him in that regards, so my opinion of him is still that he's a dickhead. Now, unfortunately, I haven't, at this stage, as you can imagine, seen Dillian Whyte at home or away from cameras, so my perception is still that he's a dickhead. But I can't say that he isn't away from camera, you know what I mean? So Tyson Fury's another one, you know, and he's an absolute champion, but put the camera on him and he turns into a different person, you know? So I'm assuming that Dillian Whyte is one of those people, but you never know.
Okay.
Is that like sitting on the fence, yeah?
Okay, that's fine. No, it's all right. I was just expecting you to call him a dickhead anyway, but,
Thank you, sir.
I got to go to a meeting. I'll see you later.
Not a problem. That's what happens when your lawyer jumps in on your interview, see?
That's fine.
He doesn't care.
Fine. If anyone's allowed to do it,
He does not care. Doesn't give a shit. He's American.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. I know you've been asked this repeatedly. Sorry,
Nice.
your English is better than mine.
Did you losing brain cells as well as weight? Is that what happened? Is that
Possibly. You sound like you're so confident that you will stop or knock Dillian Whyte out within the 12 rounds on Saturday.
I believe so, man. Like, honestly, when I put my mind to it in regards to putting the power across, no, look, Shigaev never been stopped. He lost against Vlad, and he lost against Povetkin, but never been stopped ever. And I knocked him out. You know what I mean? Like, I've got the hands to knock anyone out. It's just a matter of me landing the punch, and that's obviously the issue in regards to I've got 12 rounds, footwork, style, whatever it may be. But I've got 12 rounds to land the shot. You know. And all I have to do is buzz him, and then I jump on him, and he's gone. So I am ultra confident, yes, but I have no idea when it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It could be the first punch of the fight. You never know. It could be the last punch of the fight.
Obviously, the O2 on Saturday night, it's going to be 9,000 or 10,000 in there. Where do you kind of see the support? This is his home place, but I know you have a lot of fans here as well. There will be people in the O2 that kind of wanting you to win on Saturday night as well. Again,
it comes back to, like I said, the mundane of our in Australia. Half the people will be there, I think, and this is tonight at the O2, half the people will be there to support him. The other half, whether they support me or not, just want me to knock him out. So he sort of made himself his own worst enemy in that regards, you know what I mean? So I reckon it's going to be more of a 50-50 split. Not so much support of me, just support that they want me to knock him out.
Okay, people actually come up to you and told you?
Dude, every day, I swear to God, I've been in here, I've been in London for ages, or Manchester as well. And people go, listen, he's I don't want to go through all the words, gobshite and all the lovely words that people describe him. Please knock him out. You know what I mean? And that's everyone from every gym I've been to, the whole lot. So, yeah.
Not long to go now. We've got the weigh-in tomorrow, and then Saturday night it's on.
That's right, man. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. This is now for me personally, this is the bullshit time where I've just got to sort of laze around, and you can't do too much. You know what I mean? You don't do any more training, so to speak. You might do some run-throughs and some shadow sparring and shit like that. But it's just now a waiting game until Saturday night.
Lucas Browne, thank you very much for coming to IFL TV again, and
thank you very much.
We wish you the best of luck on Saturday night.
Appreciate it, man. Thank
you.
All
right, thank you very much.
In history, all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division will belong proudly around the waist of one man.